Ty Spiritual, and I'm back with another video, man. Simple. Now, today, I'm gonna talk to y'all about how to overcome heartbreak, how to heal, and I'm gonna talk to y'all about the importance of that pain that you're going to be feeling as you're healing. Now, before I get into what I want to talk about and relaying these messages to y'all and giving it a correlation to spirituality and awakening, I'm gonna give y'all a brief backstory on my experience so you can better understand how I'm gonna tie this all together. Now, I was with this girl. Her name is Sam. I met her back in high school, 2015, and I noticed now, like this just came to me. When I think about this relationship and I think about her, I don't feel no ill will towards her. Like, I smile because I immediately think about the good times. That's how you know you've healed from somebody. When you hear their name and you don't feel no type of way. You don't. But back to that. I met her back in 2015. I was a senior in high school. She was a junior. We dated for 3 years, okay? Now, I'm not bringing all this up to bash her or to bash anything about that. Like, it's not about healing. It's not any of that. Because I'm very fortunate for her in that relationship, because without that, I don't know if I'll be here making videos for y'all. I don't know if I would awaken to my spirituality this soon. I don't know. Because it was a very important lesson that I learned from that relationship that triggered my spiritual awakening and triggered that the knowing within me that life is bigger than what I assumed. My bad, my phone was dying. Now, that relationship was toxic. It was, because she was verbally abusive. Now, I learned a lesson within that as well. I learned that you can't let people speak to you in a way that you wouldn't want yourself to speak to someone else. So, like, if you're not gonna go around cursing people out, if you're not gonna go around when you get upset cursing people out, raging out, saying hurtful things, if you're not gonna do that to somebody else, you don't want that done to you. So, long story short, that relationship was on and off for 3 years. It ended. Now, it ended, but for like a few months, I was still trying to reconcile something that was beyond repair. Okay? So, after that was over, and I realized it was over, I was hurt for a very long time. They put me in a state of depression because I realized that, looking back on it now, I was constantly trying to find validation and love from her and not within myself. So, as long as she said she loved me, I'm straight. I don't even have to love myself. That is a very big problem that a lot of people still go through to this day. You can't find validation within someone else. You can't find love within someone else. That's a connection that you have to have from within. Now, when I say within, I mean this. Going within yourself, connected to your higher self, realizing that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and realizing that the thing you want to connect to and find validation within and from is you. So, after that relationship ended, and looking back on it now, I realized that, man, I was constantly searching for love within her. I felt like I needed somebody to complete myself, and I don't. You don't need anyone to complete you. You don't. You are already complete. You are a soul. You are already complete. If your soul wasn't complete, you wouldn't be able to give this body life. You wouldn't. So, what I learned from that relationship was that I can't find love within anybody else. I can't live for anybody else. I can only live for me. And that was a very big issue I had during the healing stage, because I constantly had the mindset that, man, I need somebody to complete me, and that was not true. So eventually, during that healing stage, Because I always had the mindset that life was bigger than what I assumed it to be. Well, life was bigger than what has been accepted by a majority of the world. It was bigger than you live, you go to hell, you go to it was bigger than that. If you die, you go to hell. It was bigger than you have one lifetime and then that's it. It was bigger than that. So during the healing stage, I was like, I can't find this. I can't find what I'm looking for within someone else. This feeling is something that I can't really describe because it's my own experience. So I couldn't find that with what I've connected with now. I couldn't find that within someone else. That validation, that unconditional love. I was never going to find that within someone else. So for those who are going through a heartbreak and you're going through the healing phase, you're in pain, understand this. Pain is a very important thing to mastering this human experience. It is. Because what pain does is it makes you stop doing what you were doing and reflect on who you really are. It does. It makes you go within and question yourself. Now, people think that questioning yourself is a bad thing. No. Sometimes you have to question yourself because then you'll get the answer to what you seek. So when you're going through a heartbreak, understand that it's a lesson within that. Every major thing that happens to someone that isn't really good because it hurts them, it's a lesson within it. Because a lot of people, a lot of souls incarnated here on this planet to help this ascension and to learn difficult lessons. So because they are such, let me turn my phone a little bit. Because they are such advanced souls, they want to learn majority of their lessons all at once. So they take a tough lifetime, okay? So for those of you that have tough lives and you're going through a lot of adversity, understand that you chose that on a greater level. You did. You chose this lifetime. You chose this body, okay? So pain, the pain that you go through in life is lessons within that. It is. That relationship that I had with her forced me to realize that, hey, you are already complete. Hey, you are already who you're searching for. You just have to connect with it. You're not gonna find this within somebody else. You're not gonna find unconditional love within someone else. You can only get that from you. You can only get that from connecting with you, who you really are. You aren't this physical body. This is not, this is just an avatar. This is not you. So what that relationship taught me was that I'm already complete. I'm already complete. I don't need anybody else to validate me. I don't. And after I realized that lesson, after that came to me, I quickly came across spirituality. And now I'm to this point where I am now. Now I'm able to teach. Now I'm able to help people. I get so many messages. I'm able to help people. So to tie this video in a knot, for everybody that's going through heartbreak, because I know a girl right now that's going through it. I'm not going to say her name, but if she's watching this video, she knows I'm talking about her. She's going through a heartbreak right now. It's a lesson within that. It is. You have to learn that lesson so you don't have to keep going through it again. Because if you don't learn what you're supposed to learn from a certain experience, the universe is going to keep putting you back and back in that situation until you get it. Until you get out of the loop, so now you can start moving straight. You ain't got to experience that no more. Okay? So understand that heartbreak and pain, well, I'm going to put it like this. Pain is very important for you to master this human experience. It is. Because that pain is going to make you stop and reflect. That pain is going to make you go within. Look what's happening with humanity right now. This whole coronavirus, this whole quarantine thing. Before this, everybody was out in life. A lot of people were too caught up in a daily life. You know, they got to take care of kids. They got to work. They got to worry about this. They got to worry about that. They never had time to go within and reflect on who they are and think about, is life bigger than what I think it is? Is it bigger than just we get this one lifetime and that's it? Is it bigger than that? Nobody had time to do that. Humanity has been so spiritually ignorant for so long that it takes something like the coronavirus on a grand scale to wake us up, to make us question our reality, to make us question who we are. You should question everything. Questioning yourself is not bad, okay? It's not bad, because you gotta go within to realize what you need to change, okay? So to tie this video up, I'm very thankful for that relationship I had with her. I am. I think like whenever it comes across my mind, because I see her from time to time, whenever it comes across my mind, all I think about is the positives from that relationship. And all I think about is the lessons that I learned. So I'm very appreciative to that and to that relationship, because it triggered my spiritual awakening. It did. It was that jolt. It was that push that I needed to become what I am today and to be on this path of awakening. So for everybody that's been through a heartbreak and you might not heal for it, just think about what did you learn? Because that ending proves that it's something that within that relationship that you don't want in your next. You don't want in your next. That's what they call red flags. You don't want that in your next. So just think about it. Anyways, I hope this video made sense and I didn't ramble too much. But pain is a very important aspect when it comes to experiencing growth. All right? So when you're healing, and I'm going to wrap this video up. When you're healing, allow yourself to feel everything. Feel the pain, feel the sadness, feel the loneliness, feel the hurt. Feel this, don't suppress it. Because when you suppress it, you'll never get over it. If you try to push it aside and bury it, you'll never get over it. You gotta face it head on. And that's how you heal. You gotta be able to see that person, say their name, or hear somebody say their name, and you feel no type of way. You feel completely fine. And once you get to that point where you can think of somebody and they may hurt you, you can think of somebody and you don't feel any type of way about it, that's when you know you've healed, okay? And to further nail home the importance of pain, like I said, advanced souls, starseeds, chose to incarnate here on this planet and to learn and to master this human experience. And they want to do it as quickly as possible, so they choose a tough life. So for me, what triggered my spiritual awakening was the heartbreak I went through. But I've seen other people say it was them getting molested as kids. It was them getting raped. It was them getting abused. And I see people, and when they talk about it, they're at complete ease with it. Because they understand that, hey, I was asleep. I was in this loop. I wasn't waking up. So I needed something to jolt me and to push me into awakening who I really am, so I can realize and achieve my purpose for coming here to this planet. Okay? So pain is very important. You don't want a carefree life where you don't go through any adversity. My bad, my phone is dying. You don't want a carefree life where you go through it's completely ease. Because if you don't have no adversity, how can you grow? You can't. Because if you have everything you want, you don't have no problems, you don't have nothing, life's gonna become boring. Okay? This human experience isn't about having the perfect life, because we are not perfect and we will never be perfect. We will never be perfect. You will never be perfect. Okay? So don't try to live a perfect life. Everything that you go through in life, look for lessons within it. What did I learn from this? What did I learn from that? And grow from it. Okay? Especially when it comes to relationships and heartbreak. If you had a guy or you had a girl and they did this and you didn't like it, figure out that's what you didn't like. That's a lesson that you need to learn. So now you want to track that in your next relationship and let yourself heal. Let yourself heal. As long as it takes, let yourself heal. It took 2 years for me to fully heal. It did. And the crazy thing is, earlier this year, I thought I was fully healed from it, but the universe kept giving me certain signs to, hey, you're still holding on to some hostility when it comes to that. So when it came to healing from that relationship, I used to avoid seeing her. I used to avoid it. I used to want to avoid seeing her at all costs. But what I realized was, and the universe gave me signs of this, is you're never going to heal. You're never going to heal if you keep acting like that towards her. It's always going to be this unspoken hostility. You're always going to carry that resentment towards her. So I had to allow myself to see her, because I still got her added on my Snapchat and stuff. I didn't watch any stories or nothing. So what I did was, she hit me up about something, and you know, on Snapchat, the message will be there, so you'll be able to see all the stories. So now I'm to the point where I can see that. I can see her. I don't feel no type of way. I don't, because I'm thankful for her. I am. I'm thankful for her because she triggered my spiritual awakening, and I realize how important that is right now, because it's bigger than me. This lifetime that I'm experiencing right now is bigger than me. I'm helping people. I'm helping people awaken. I'm helping people through their spiritual journey. I'm teaching and I'm learning. And I've met people that are helping me grow myself as a soul. I am. And the main reason that I'm to this point is because of that relationship. Because I always had the understanding that life was bigger than you get this one lifetime, you die, you go to hell, and that's it, or heaven. I've been had that understanding, but there was no urgency there. So when she broke up with me and she moved on, and I seen that forced me to have to go within. That forced me to have to question myself. That forced me to make changes within myself. And now I'm this alpha male who I am today. And I can help people, and I can bring videos that inspire people. And I've met so many spiritual people that I'm glad I've came across in this lifetime, because they've taught me things and I've taught them things. Because once you reach a certain vibration, you'll realize that I am so thankful that I'm awake at this point. Because understand that everybody that's awakening right now, we are the first ones to do it. Spirituality isn't mainstream right now. It's still looked down upon. Right now, religion still control the world, okay? But slowly, bit by bit, that system is being broken away. And then it's gonna reach a point where spirituality is what's commonly accepted. And this planet is within oneness. And we are in a new dimension, okay? So for everybody that's healing and that's going through heartbreak, allow yourself to feel it and look for the lessons within it. What did you learn, okay? Don't say, oh, I wish I never met you. No, you met them for a reason. You met them so you can learn something from them. You met them so you can get a certain lesson from that experience. So don't never say I didn't, no matter how bad it is. Because like I said, I've seen people say they've gotten raped and molested, and that triggered their spiritual awakening, and they're completely fine with it, okay? So don't say that. Don't say you never met them. Don't say you wish you never met them. No, you met them for a reason. You chose this life for a reason. You're going through these tough experiences for a reason, because you are strong enough to handle it, and you are going to grow from it. You just have to allow yourself and open yourself up to the possibility that this wasn't meant to be. This was only meant to grow me as a soul and for me to learn and experience from it, okay? There's certain people that you're going to meet in life. It's not for you to grow with them. It's for you to grow from them, okay? Anyways, this video is about 20 minutes. I did not know this video was gonna be this long, but if y'all are going through a heartbreak and you're healing, let me know below, man. Let me know if y'all got questions about any of this. If you got certain experiences that you don't want to put in the comments, email me. I'll respond. And if not, I'll make a video about it. But I won't put your name out there if you don't want me to. I won't do that, because if I feel that your situation could relate to someone else, I want to touch everybody that I can with it, okay? but I'll keep it completely anonymous. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Ty Spiritual. Make sure y'all please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And to that girl and to Sam, if you watch this video, and I hope you do, I'm very thankful that I met you. I'm very thankful that I met you. You helped me through some tough times, and you helped me grow myself. Before I realized about spirituality, you helped me through so much. And you are a big reason that I am what I am today, and that I'm on the path to awakening. You are a big reason to that, and I'm very thankful for that. I have no hostility towards you. I don't. And the only reason that I brought this up and that I related to this, for one, I feel like I need to I feel like I need to share my experience to help another. And two, is that I seen that guy going through heartbreak, and he said that, hey, this happened to me for a reason. I'm like, wow, I went through heartbreak and that happened to me for a reason as well. So thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough, honestly. And I wish you nothing but the best in life. I do. And one day, or one lifetime, everyone that's watching this video, whether you awaken to your spirituality in this lifetime or next, it's gonna happen one day. You're gonna realize who you are. You're going to realize that you are a God. You're going to realize that you are a part of the Creator. You're going to realize that everything around you, this tree is around, everything is consciousness, everything is energy. Everything is God. God is all around you. Everything that's life is a piece of the Creator, experiencing itself. Anyways, remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Use your pain, use your hardships to grow from them. Everything that you go through in life is for a reason, okay? And that relationship, I'm very thankful for it, because I don't know if I'll be where I am right now, spiritually, without it and without her. I'm very fortunate, because I'm not the person I was when I was with her. I'm not. I'm a completely different person, and it's crazy to see. I realized that I don't need someone else to validate me. I validate myself. No matter what people may think of me, that's their opinion, but I validate myself. As long as I know who I am perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. So I'm thankful for that relationship. I'm very happy I had that experience. I'm very happy I felt that pain, that sadness, those hardships. I'm very, very happy and fortunate for that. And I'm very fortunate for meeting her, because she was meeting her was a very important experience that I needed to have, because I was still caught up in this loop. I was caught up in the everyday life until I met her, and I had that heartbreaking pain. And now I'm here, spiritually undergoing my spiritual awakening, raising my vibration, experiencing things I never thought was possible. But I don't want my phone to die, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. Remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Ty Spiritual signing out, bro. Simple.